For 70 years, the formula was simple: go to college, get a job, buy a house, and retire. But in 2026, that formula is broken. Median home price in the US has exploded, while wages have barely moved. We are the first generation where homelessness is a fear, even for people with full-time jobs. But recently, a glimmer of hope appeared in the strangest place: Amazon. Yes, the same place you buy toothpaste and phone chargers. You can now click Add to Cart on a house. Price tag: $15,000. That is cheaper than a used Honda Civic. Is this the miracle solution we've been waiting for? Or is it a dystopian trap designed to make us comfortable with owning nothing? I'm curious, Rachel. Today, we aren't just unboxing a house. We are unboxing the entire housing market to find out why we are broke and if living in a box is actually the path to freedom. Search Cherry Industrial or Prefab House on Amazon. You will see beautiful, modern structures that arrive folded up like a giant accordion. Influencers on TikTok are screaming, "I just bought a house for 10 grand. It looks too good to be true." And usually, when something looks that good, there is a catch. Here's the hidden knowledge that the viral videos don't tell you. The house itself is the cheapest part of the equation. In North America, the real cost isn't the walls, it's the dirt and the bureaucracy. Let's do the real math. The house is $15,000. Shipping is often free. Amazing. But you need land. Then you need a concrete foundation. That's $10,000. You need a septic system, because you can't just flush a toilet into the ground. That's another $15,000 to $20,000. Then comes the electrical hookup. By the time you are actually able to sleep in that Amazon house, your $15,000 project has turned into a $75,000 project. Still cheaper than a normal house. Yes, but it's not the pocket change purchase the internet promised. And there is a darker physical reality. These homes are often made with materials that aren't rated for North American blizzards or hurricanes. Imagine relying on a wall thickness of 2 inches when a Canadian winter hits. That isn't minimalism, that is a survival situation. What if you skip the land entirely? Let's talk about the legend of Brandon, the Google software engineer. This story went viral for a reason. He was making a top 1% salary in Silicon Valley. He could have afforded a nice apartment, but he did the math. He realized he would be paying $3,000 a month for an apartment he would rarely see because he was always working. So, he bought a 16-foot Ford box truck. He parked it in the Google parking lot. He had zero rent, zero electricity bills. He ate at work. He showered at the gym. For 2 years, he lived like a ghost. Society looked at him and said, "That's crazy, that's pathetic." But was it? In those 2 years, he paid off tens of thousands of dollars in student loans and saved enough cash to retire decades early. This brings us to a psychological truth that North Americans are waking up to. We are taught that a big house equals success. But if that big house comes with a 30-year chain around your neck, is it success? Or is it prison? Brandon chose discomfort to buy his freedom. The truck wasn't his home, it was his time machine to a debt-free future. Here is a fact that might give you chills. Do you know where the word mortgage comes from? It comes from Old French. Mort means death. Gage means pledge. A mortgage is literally a death pledge. It implies a debt that dies only when the loan is paid off, or when you die. For our grandparents, the death pledge was manageable. A house cost 3 times their annual salary. Today, in cities like Vancouver, Toronto, or New York, a house costs 10 to 15 times the average salary. The math has fundamentally broken. The death pledge has become a life sentence. This is why the tiny home movement isn't just a trend. It is a survival reflex. People aren't shrinking their homes because they love small spaces. They are doing it because they are terrified of the death pledge. Now, you might be thinking, Rachel, I have a big backyard. Why can't I just build a tiny home for my aging parents or my adult children? Here is the part that makes people angry. It is illegal. The biggest enemy of the tiny home isn't the weather. It is your local city council. It is called zoning. In the 1950s, North America became obsessed with suburbia to keep property taxes high and neighborhoods exclusive. Cities passed laws setting minimum square footage. They effectively banned small houses. Why? Because small houses attract poorer people. It is a system designed to segregate by income. So, even if you buy that Amazon house and you own the land, the government can come and tear it down. There are thousands of stories of people building beautiful tiny homes, only to be fined $500 a day until they destroy them. It creates a cruel irony. We have a homelessness crisis, but it is illegal to build affordable homes, and it's turning because of technology. Have you heard of Boxable? It is a Las Vegas company that manufactures houses, like cars on an assembly line. They fold up, ship on a truck, and unfold in an hour. Rumor has it that Elon Musk, one of the richest men on Earth, lives in a $50,000 boxable unit called the Cosite at his starbase in Texas. Whether it's true or not, the symbolism is powerful. If a billionaire is okay living in a 375 square foot box, suddenly, it's not poor, it's cool, it's efficient. And then there is 3D printing. Companies like Icon are now printing concrete houses in 24 hours. These robots don't care about inflation, they just print. We are standing on the edge of a revolution, a future where a house is a product you order, not a lifetime of debt you sign up for. Tiny home the answer? Probably not. The quality isn't there yet, and the laws are still in the way. But it represents a shift in consciousness. We are realizing that the McMansion era is over. We are realizing that memories aren't made in empty guest rooms you heat for no reason. They are made in the freedom of time. Time you get back when you aren't working 60 hours a week just to pay for a roof. Whether you live in a van, a box truck, or a 3D printed casita, the message is clear. The new American dream isn't about how big your house is. It's about how small your debt is. What about you? Could you live in 400 square feet if it meant you never had to work a job you hated again? Let me know in the comments. I read every single one. I'm curious, Rachel, if you want to see more deep dives into the way our world is changing, hit that subscribe button. See you in the next one. Stay curious.